What's up, y'all? How's everyone doing today? You know how hard it is to become a salon owner, but it's not just how hard it is, but how stressful it is to become a salon owner. Because I know a lot of you out there who work for a salon owner probably thinking like, man, it must be nice to be a salon owner. They don't really have to do all the service. They just have to manage, delegate, motivate, trying to make sure things are not running down and not burning up on fire. I get it, y'all. When we work for an employer, we have a different perspective because I used to be a working nail tech. But once I became a salon owner, that's like a whole different animal you got to tackle down. And I'm going to tell you all about it so that at least, appreciate the salon owner because they out there putting their livelihood at risk trying to get you a career. You know what I'm saying? Before we start the show, let's get it, y'all. Gotta clear out my throat because it's about to get down, real down. Boom, boom, boom. Let's calm down real quick, y'all. But the reason why I want to bring the ownership of the salon up is because I used to be in your shoes where I used to work for my sister. I used to work for my brother. I never worked for anybody, but working under somebody who managed not the right mindset as you can be stressful. I get it. When I was a nail tech working, sometimes I see things like, oh, I wouldn't do that to my clients. I wouldn't overbook them. I wouldn't just take them any walk-in, even if I have an appointment. I wouldn't reuse the file. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. I get it. As a nail tech, you see what your boss are doing wrong and you are critiquing them and you are telling yourself, if I was a nail tech, owner of a salon, I will do things differently. I will not overbook. I will make sure all the appointments get booked in time. I will never reuse anything. I make sure my shop is super clean. That's what you tell yourself because that's what I told myself. I told myself that if I was the owner of a salon, I will do things so much better. That's what I tell myself. And on top of that, in my head, I am envisioning, shoot, I came with a skill set and the owner never trained me anything. And I am building them all this customers. And all they do is just not appreciate me. If I was the owner of a salon, I would treat my staff differently. I will train them. I will give them every single skill set that they need from me to make their career better. That's what I told myself when I was working for somebody. Because that's what goes through our mind as a nail technician working for somebody. So, I work hard. I save up. So do you. Because why? You're getting tired. Tired of working for somebody who does not see your vision. So throughout the year, you save up. And then finally, the day has arrived. You have enough money to venture out and be that salon owner that you always envision. Am I right? Because that's how I was feeling when I was working for somebody. And then finally, when I built this beautiful salon, I told myself, I will never reuse nothing No file is gonna use twice on any client. No buffer will be used on any client twice. I'm gonna hire the best staff. I'm gonna get everybody. It doesn't matter if you are new to the industry or not. I am going to take you in and build you up because that's how I envision myself as the salon owner. Because I care about you. I want you to do well. I want you to have the best working environment. I don't want to be like my old boss. I don't want to be that salon that I used to work at. I want you to have the most beautiful salon. Everybody talk nicely. And then all of a sudden, you got your team, you got your salon, you got your client, and reality just kicked in. And you know what that reality is of being an owner, y'all? Number one that I've learned about being an owner is that you start to realize that you're not just a nail technician at that moment running a nail salon. You, at time, are babysitting some of these ungrateful technician that you took in. You give them your supply, your tools, everything that you have learned the last 10, 20 years of your career so that they can have a better career and comes to realize they don't even give a shit about their career. Oh, I'm just testing it out. Oh, I'm not good. Oh, I'm horrible. It's like you have to deal with this emotional damage that you didn't expect because in your head you're thinking like if you do exactly what your boss did not do for you, at least they will appreciate that. And yes, there will be nail technician that you take in and they do appreciate you. But reality is they gonna move on. They're not loyalty like how back in the days was, y'all. It's not the same. And the next thing you know, you got to worry about workers' comp, EDD when they quit, what they claim. You got to worry about state board. And then when you go home, you're not done with your job. While the nail tech clock out, go home, eat their dinner, breakfast, whatever, you still worrying about your shop. Is it clean? Is the bills paid for? What is this note? Why am I getting a warning? What is this warning about? Let me Google this real quick. And the next thing you know, hey boss, I can't come to work today. I have like all I'm fully booked, but I just can't come to work today. Nobody's watching my kids. Hey, why don't you just bring your kids to work? Yeah. Sometimes we even allow the nail tech to bring the kids to work so that they can perform the task. When we do all of that to their staff, and then all of a sudden when they're busy, they're like, oh man, look at him sitting around doing nothing. And here we are working in client. He's trying to get us to do more client. He doesn't want us to go home early. He just wants us to stay to make more money for him. No. The reason why we are staying quiet is because we're thinking, we're planning, and that is what a good owners do because we are taking in all the stress so that you, as your staff, working hard, we understand that, we appreciate that, but we don't want you to worry about the things that we worry about. And that's why we stay quiet. We're planning in our head. And at the same time, we're not just owners. We're also working in the salon with y'all to set an example. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys ever decided to think that you want to be an owner, you got to be ready for this jungle, y'all. Because even if you have a good heart, you want to do right, but sometimes the reality is not everyone wants to do right for themselves. They want to complain. They want you to hold their hand. They start comparing themselves with other nail tech. They build this jealousy. All of that takes into place, and the owner has to deal with that. When I was the owner, y'all, you want lunch? Who wants lunch? I buy all of you lunch. You want to go home early? You know what? It's low. Go home early. You need help on this? Here, take my tools. You can have my tools. You want this? You want that? I'll give it to you. Whatever it takes so that you can have a good freaking environment to work for. And guess what? At the end of the day, when it's time to go, they leave. When it's time to complain, they complain. Because there's a lot of ungrateful people out there that just need a helping hand, and they want you to help them forever. And that's not how it works. But the reality is that is how being an owner of a salon is all about. You don't go home peacefully. You get texts. You get stuff sent to you. It's a lot to worry about. And now that I have become an owner, I appreciate becoming a nail technician and working for somebody. I do. I do. That's why you see a lot of old school nail tech who used to own salon. They happy just working for somebody because they know the amount of stress that they have to embrace is wild. You know what I mean? So being a salon owner is not made for everybody. It's not. Sometimes that's why you get nail techs. They rather work for themselves because, like I say, you are constantly babysitting the next new nail tech or the old school nail tech who think they know it all and they don't want to change. Okay? There's a lot of that. So that's why, man, I work where I'm at right now. I rent out a space, but I try to help out as much as I can around the salon is because I know running a salon is no joke, especially in this generation, y'all. So respect to the owner. And if you do decide to become an owner, I hope this podcast, this video has helped you open you up to all the things that you have to go through. But again, there are good nail techs out there who appreciate good ownership and who will work hard for the ownership. So if you are also the owner, please respect and appreciate those good nail tech that helps you throughout the year. Because we all know being a nail tech is not an easy job. Thank you for watching, y'all. Leave it in the comment. Tell me what you think. I'm out. Peace.